it's Gigi from Queens and Kicks. Today we're at The Throne Is Yours, one of our events that we've put on. We've got some amazing teachers coming in to teach classes and we're going to interview some of them. So now we're here with
Melissa B.
And we've just done your class. How did you find it?
It was so fun. Everybody was sexy. They were feeling themselves. They really pushed themselves to the next level, and I had a great time here in Manchester. It was baddie language here.
Talking about baddie language, you are the creator and founder of it. So what's your favourite baddie language, so baddie quote that you'd give to women who might be not feeling the best or just need something to make their day better?
Sure. If you're having a bad day, just remember your titties and your booty is right here. Just give yourself some and some love, and your day will go so much better.
What would you say to other women who may be struggling with confidence or self-worth, or even in your classes, if you see someone that might be struggling and being oh, I can't do this, what was your motivation tactic?
Sure. I would say for the ones who are struggling a little bit with comparing themselves, don't ever see somebody else and get jealous or insecure. If you see somebody else maybe doing better than you, always remember where your place is and where theirs is. So if they've been doing it for 5 years, of course they're going to get it a little bit faster than you. You have to give yourself grace and you have to have understanding with yourself and just tell yourself that if you get just one part, just the womb, that's the best that you can give it, that's all that matters, because within time and practice and dedication, you will get to where you want to. So take jealousy and insecurity and turn it into inspiration and fire and passion.
Period. Yes. And how do you feel about the stereotype that heels dancing has in this generation?
Yeah, that one's a tough one because everybody always, not everyone, but a lot of people will watch heels and be like, oh, she's just shaking her butt or she's just using her sex appeal. But in reality, it takes a lot of work to actually balance in a heel and be on your toes for that long. And plus, I've been doing ballet for a very long time. And so for someone to be so technical and to come into heels and find it hard, obviously there's fundamentals and things that are very difficult being in a heel. So looking past the sex appeal and looking past the outfits and there's actual dedication to your art and your craft and being in shape and being flexible and working on your balance that actually makes it super difficult.
So what is the most rewarding part of being a dancer for you, or being a dance teacher, or?
I would think the most rewarding part would be just meeting so many people around the world and realizing that I have a community that also believes in the same thing as I do. We're always stuck in this world of belittling ourselves, but in reality, what we have to offer is so much more than what is seen on Instagram or what's seen on YouTube. So I just tell everyone to keep going and do the damn thing, period.
So last question, obviously Queens and Kicks are all about empowering women and making them feel better. So what is your view on women? What do you think a woman is like?
I like this one. Now here's the thing about being a woman or being whatever you are. There are they, thems. There are so many people who, identify themselves as somebody different. But to be, a bad bitch in a heel, what I like to call it, is just someone who's confident and who shows themselves no matter what anyone is saying, no matter what's going on in the world. You are so confident in what you have as a person. And I think that's what gives you that empowerment of whatever you are, woman, man, they, them. I think it's important to just be confident in who you are and give yourself to everyone, no matter what anybody says. Keep being you 100%.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for coming today. So now we're here with
Beyoncé.
And what was the inspiration behind the routine that you've just taught us all?
I think what it was I originally heard the original version of the song come out I think maybe January, February time, and I really loved it, but I felt like it had kind of been overdone, everyone done it. But then when the Kalani verse came out, I was like, okay, I just need to do it. And then all of my students and that were like, do it. I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I taught it again last week, and I remembered how much I loved it, so I was like, let me bring it back for today. Yeah.
What's the most rewarding part of being a dancer?
I'd say more so talking from a teacher's perspective. I would say seeing students grow. For me, that's why I do what I do, is seeing them showing up every week and seeing their improvement and seeing how much their confidence can change. I've had people come through the door that wouldn't even dance in, like, you know, when you split the half in class, split the class in half, they wouldn't even get up and do that. And then months go by and they're doing solos and everything. And I say the second thing is, now that I'm lucky enough to be able to like travel and teach all around, like coming here is just connecting and meeting people of like all different walks of life, and that's the favorite part for me, I would say.
How do you feel about the stereotype heels dancers have?
Don't get me started on it. I could rant all day. Do you know what? I feel like at the start, when I first started doing heels, it used to bother me a lot, but not so much anymore. I think what we've got to understand is it is still a fairly new concept. So it's going to take some time for people to kind of wrap their heads around it. And I think a lot of the time as well, people don't really know what it's all about. They see the videos, they see the posters and things, but it's not until people come or you explain it to them, the reasons why we do it. And it's not, I think people think, oh, it's just about looking sexy and like wanting to post it online, but it's so much more than that. Like I've had a lot of students that are like had babies and they've lost their confidence, and they come back because they're looking to do that hour a week for themselves, like pour back into themselves. They want to feel sexy in their body again, and it's such a safe environment to do that in. So I think, yeah, when you explain it to people from the outside, it might look like we're just shaking ass for an hour every week, which I get would be a bit like, why do you want to do that? But when you understand why we come and why we do what we do, it does make more sense to people, I think, yeah.
So talking about like being a woman, obviously Queens and Kicks is like primarily like a community to like empower women. What does being a woman mean to you?
Oh, good question. I've never had that question before. I would say for me it's about, like me personally anyways, I think it means something different to each individual. It's about embracing my femininity, which again I don't think we often get to do in a safe environment. We always kind of have to be in our masculine energy sometimes, even just out and about, to protect ourselves. So coming into heels and being in the studio, I really get to dive into that feminine side and really like explore my sexy, sensual side with no fear of judgment.
And the last one, do you have any advice for someone starting out in dance or for women in general?
I would say in regards to the dance part, just go, sign up to the class, just do it. Like, it's going to be scary until you get into the room, and then you realize that there's so many other people in the exact same position as you. And once you go and you find your community of people, like, you're gonna realize, why didn't I do this sooner? I always get that. People are like, I wish I'd started sooner. Like, I think again it's the fear. They see the videos, they see us maybe always getting it right and doing well. We don't always show the funny parts, the bits where we're messing up and this and that. And when you go and you realize actually everyone's just here, especially when you're going to like beginner classes and stuff like that, it really is about having fun. There's no sense of like, we need to get you to become a professional dancer. It's like, you come, you do your hour and a half a week, enjoy yourself. Also, I think it's a great way to make friends as an adult. It's really hard once you leave school or university, you get out into the real world. If you work with people you don't like, it's like, where else do you go and find friends? So it's nice that you can go to classes and actually build really strong relationships with people. Like, some of my students have like gone on holidays together, and it's just so nice to be able to like see that community grow and people build bonds and friendships that last like literally lifetimes. So
Advice to women in general?
Don't date men. I'm joking. Advice to women in general, I would say definitely work on your confidence. I think confidence is such an important thing. Like, once you build on that and you really like have a strong sense of self, no one can really tell you shit. And like, I think women don't realize their power and how strong we are, and more so when we come together as a community, I think it just elevates that like tenfold. So yeah, I would say find your people and build your confidence for sure, and just keep slaying because you're a baddie anyways.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, so today we're here with
Rachel, Erin.
And you've done what type of dance did you do today? What type of choreography?
Yeah, so we just did a choreography class. It was like a dance hall vibes cartel situation. We had scarves, we brought the vibes.
Yeah,
so
and everyone's energy was
Did you have any inspiration behind the routine you made today, or did you just go with like the vibe? Or
all right. So It is, the choreo that we did does give our vibe,
Yeah.
and I feel like in our classes we like try to bring energy. We try to bring.
Yeah.
What do we try to bring?
We try to bring energy.
Yeah.
We try to support everyone,
Yeah.
bring everyone's confidence
And this
out.
was
It's
just
just
hype.
fun.
This was just hype, and also I'm sure Vibes Cartel is coming
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Manchester.
He is.
So yes, that's why we did.
What's the most rewarding part of being a dancer for you?
The most rewarding thing about being a dancer is definitely to dance with loads of people surrounding you, just bringing that energy. So yeah, that's what I would say.
I feel like we get to experience such amazing highs as well.
Yeah.
Some people in like a workshop class setting don't even understand how dancers feel in class, never mind performances or shoots or on stage.
Yeah.
So
It's special.
And how do you motivate a dancer in your class that might be like struggling or might just not be like in the class? You know what I mean?
We just remind people that dancing is never that deep. It's really just a bit of fun, regardless of what level you're at. You all started for the same reason. You love it. You might go home feeling a bit like, oh, I couldn't do this bit, I couldn't do that bit, but there's definitely always one thing you're going to take away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we like encourage if people are nervous and they run off, they do it straight away,
Yeah.
again. If they get it wrong, we do it again.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're never scared.
Yeah.
So obviously Queens and Kicks, we're all about empowering women, like we're a community. What does being a woman mean to you personally?
Ooh, I feel like just being whoever you want to be honest. Unapologetically, you don't care what anyone thinks, you don't care what anyone says. You're just yourself and you're individual. Of course we look exactly the same, but we're still different and we're still individuals.
Yeah,
so
exactly. I would honestly just say the same, like people like us, we don't care what people think. And I feel like when you think like that, you get far ahead. So and girls, women, we can do everything. So come on, we can.
And then the last one, obviously I have a sister as well, and it's an amazing relationship, but also it's a sister relationship. So you fight, you're getting like, when you're dancing together, do you think that brings you together, or do you think that might push you guys apart?
Yeah, every day, we fight all the time. We live together, we dance together, we travel to places together, we wear similar clothes, we share clothes. So yeah, we fight all the time, but we have this little twin language and communication that only we can understand. So if it's just a look, if it's a facial expression,
We
whatever
connect,
it is, we connect that way, and not just teaching, performing in normal day life as well. So having each other to do it is such a win that some people will never get to experience, which is special as well.
And I think that's why it's good that there's events like this, because you really just do bring everyone together, and there's always going to be someone there to support you and bond with you and connect. So
That's perfect. Thank you so much for coming today, guys.
yappa.
So now we're here with
Robyn Brown.
and we've just done your class. How did you find it? Was the vibes good? Like,
It was so good. I am so proud of everyone. It was a big push, but we got there in the end and everyone did great.
did you have like an inspiration behind the dance that you did, or were you just like going off the music, going off the vibes? Like,
I love Shaka. My dad got me into Shaka as a little girl. So it kind of came from that, being around music, and it's one of my all-time favourite songs. So yeah.
what's the most rewarding part of being a dancer, or a dance teacher, or choreographer?
There's so many, but it's got to be like all the people that like are inspired by me. I feel like that keeps me pushing, like all like the little kids I teach, and even like people that are older than me, which is crazy to me. But yeah, like being inspired off people and then going on to inspire other people, it's the best thing. Yeah.
What's like one like piece of advice you'd give to someone who like might be struggling in one of your classes, or might just feel like they just can't do it?
I'd say to just keep pushing. Like, I was always the dancer in the back of the room. It started off that way, but I carried on going because it was something that I loved, and then from there, like, you'll gradually feel more confident, and then with confidence it kind of comes then. Yeah.
So last bit, so talking about women, like obviously Queens and Kicks are like a community about empowering women. What does being a woman mean to you personally?
Being a woman to me is being strong and powerful. I think being resilient and like making choices on like your own accord. Like, I moved away as soon as I turned 18, and I showed myself like that responsibility and that I needed to be strong to do that. So yeah, I think women are amazing, and we do that. Well,
that's amazing. Thank you so much for